I'm sure you get asked this question a lot. But were you surprised with Sandstorm's success in the US, the UK, and on the Finnish charts, as well as its continued popularity?
To all of the above, yes. But to be surprised is not even close to explaining how I felt or still feel, because my biggest dream was one day to see a local DJ that in those one or two clubs where I went to in my hometown to see and hear them play my track. And I didn't hand it out to record labels and DJs and stuff, but I don't know if I even had a dream of selling anything major or stuff like that. All of a sudden, stuff is snowballing. Yes, it was so weird that I could never even had imagined anything like that. Not myself playing my stuff, not myself being a DJ, not even producing professionally, so-called. So yeah, it was a huge surprise. And now, now that I've been doing this for 10 years, I still get like licensing requests, and I still hear the track in the Olympics or NHL games and so on.
Or Silva from the UFC.
Yes.
It's Wackie song.
Yeah. So that's amazing. I don't know what else to say to that.
I noticed in your sets you play, that's your track in your sets. Over the past since 1999, so
yeah.
It's been 11 years. Has that gotten your nerves any, or you still love the hell out of it?
I love to play. I love the track. There's so many things about it. That made me. That's why I'm here today. Even though I want to do some other stuff that the Sandstorm got to, and I think I am, but there's no denying the fact that that's why I'm originally here. I play different versions of it. I play different mixes, and I mess around with all kinds of stuff while I play it. Dead. So
it was bugging you.
So it doesn't piss me off. The only thing that sometimes gets to me, if I let it a little bit, is just people always asking me questions. I'm not meaning you, but kind of in a negative tone. They always refer to that track and compare everything to that track. And it's not a fair comparison for the reason that I did not make a track systematically or calculated that it's going to be a hit. It was a happy accident. And that way, thinking I'm not expecting any of my tracks to do judge me hits either. I just make good music, and if the happy accidents happen and things fall into right places, then maybe I'll get another huge hit one day. But it's just I just find the comparison is always unfair.
Yeah. I read somewhere that you started out using your PC's tracker software to produce music.
Yeah.
What do you use now?
Well, I use Logic Pro as my main sequencer on a Mac, and I use Ableton Live for some live stuff, and also as like a rough sketch pad. It's nice to throw in loops and just go from there. It's really easy to do manual stuff, and that's basically it. In Finland, I have a proper acoustic studio and a lot of hardware synthesized and stuff. But in US, I have a smaller project studio, which is the Mac, and good headphones and okay speakers, but just software basically.
Gotcha. Are there any other genres besides transgressive house that you're interested in that you like to produce or just listen to on your own? As far as EDM is concerned.
I'm interested in like the somewhat slower stuff, like 128 housey stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to. I've listened to it and tried to like learn or take influences from stuff that is out now. But at the same time, I don't want to just try and copy Deadmau5 or somebody like that. Having a very prolific sound. So until I come up with something of mine, I'm not just going to But at the same time, you know, if you, I don't know if you've heard my latest album label this, but I don't think you can label that as trance or completely trance.
Yeah, it's definitely something unique.
There's, I'm not claiming it's unique either, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of different things to it. That was one of my goals, to just not care. Like one track started as a real punk record with guitar, bass, drums, and raspy vocals, and then I kind of sampled that. And another track started with male vocal as well, and so I didn't put any boundaries. I didn't just set out to do a trance record, but I just made music, and that kind of came out.
Cool. All right. One last thing. Our readers are going to be interested in looking at your new stuff, and if they want to look at your new mixes or your new remixes. I know you've done some of those this year. What's the best place for them to see that?
Absolutely, Darude.com, and then Facebook.com/Darude, and MySpace.com/Darude. You'll find the latest info there. The thing that I want to tell you right now, push, is Randy Boyer and me, we're starting a record label together, which is called NMOS Music, and still during 2010 we're going to have our first release, and our own material will be on that label as soon as our commitments to other labels are done, and we're going to release our music and other people's and remixes on that. So your ears and eyes open for that.
I'll let them know. All right, for the new label. Awesome. Well, appreciate it. Thanks for sitting down with me.
No problem.
Have a good set.
All right, I need to run.
All right.